kick that nigga out the league. Hey,
They
all
said
in favor of voting B out the league, say aye. Aye.
It's cloudy with a chance of blurs in the building.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Enrique, your ass always the owner. I don't know how to do this shit.
Here we go. 50, play. Kill.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Runs over it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
14, 25.
Now Rudolph.
Fuck that. That number 1 pick, man, is up there for 2 first rounders.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Rudolph. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, why y'all so disrespectful? That's all I want.
This is Barkley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down. I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
I got a meat coat.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this quarter. First quarter, first drive. first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 61 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The play after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah. Parker's ain't got no accolades in that. He succeeded.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Y'all niggas hell.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll get a couple up to about the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Niggas turned the TV up for that.
This would be a really risky call.
This
in the first quarter.
is real.
Side of the field.
Yeah, boy, smart you shot
Oh, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
Is real.
I like it.
I'm feeling it.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass.
No, not because my block button worked real fine.
And that's exactly how you want to draw things
I
up.
ain't.
Whether it's on your grease board, right?
I'm not even on Madden, bro.
Exactly what you want on offense.
I'm not even on
What they
Madden.
have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Damn, y'all still playing this shit? Like, y'all niggas green.
On 1st down, it's Grant.
Ain't needy.
10 yards on the pickup.
Niggas acting like Jay in his part.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down,
It's
Grant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
No, G, I ain't finna mess with you, bro.
That much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down.
Now, see, that smiley now, I ain't seen
the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted.
Hey, Enrique.
Instead, 2nd down.
No,
G, dang. Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
G-Code, Enrique.
To take a shot like that downfield?
I got something to tell you, though, bro.
Go ahead and try and pressure.
I ain't been funny enough.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's
on vacation. It's a spot in Baltimore. They serve chicken and fries.
You don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know the trick.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The try, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Saquon Barkley, 96 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
First I had got
and throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Grant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram.
Come on, 7.
He's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Running right, this is Ingram. Well, he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
You ain't worry about that. I'm trying to figure out when he's going to start.
Check 43.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Damn, he kicked that shot.
The Steelers take over 3rd and 10. We got one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check out. Tighten up. Kill. Turn.
Barkley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph.
Oh, y'all get this nigga, bro.
Flush to his right.
Get this nigga. Oh, he fumbled. He fumbled. If I don't get this ball, I'm trash.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Hello. My name is Trash Can. I am so trash.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, you don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch there. Wow. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley.
Now they'll put up 25 on me.
Room here to run. And they're going to have have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You play
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. Third down here.
You playing him, Jay?
Nah, he ain't sending
He
us
was just
the
in
ball.
there. This shit just
Go
left
now.
him.
50, play. Go.
I didn't know he was in here. I don't know.
The toss out to Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a
I don't
wall
think he's
right
trying
around
to
the
play
line
right
of
now.
scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to
I'm
use
gonna
one
keep
of their
in here.
timeouts
He in here?
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You know. Hey, Smiley, call Keith and see if he want to
So
play.
on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Damn, bro, we over here thinking your ass not thinking your ass not on this
So
shit.
after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the ball.
Throwing again. Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
Yeah,
As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm just over here watching these niggas down.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
Good punt. Wow.
Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Let's go, y'all. Y'all know what he wants. Looking for the big run. You want to break a big run, guys. You don't want to throw the ball. Anything in the air equals pick 6 automatic.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Let's go, let's go!
Boys played a tight game earlier than Smiley. Missed that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Mike 34, Mike 34. You got enough to me.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right.
Wide open.
He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. And now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Corona calling my name. Corona calling my name.
Really?
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
Oh my God.
35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here.
Madden.
Trying to get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, Delta.
Here's Rudolph. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
Real wet back.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Real
They
wet
tried to
back.
punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson.
Roll up, Keith. Damn, we got to quit this
Eluding the
matchup.
pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He gets it to Brown. Good play. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I'm going to go take him in now. I guess he's over here on the side. Give me a second.
That boy Lamar Jackson do voodoo.
The phone.
On second down, Ingram. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
They don't want it, fellas.
Is it still over here? You didn't tell me nothing.
Ingram again. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Fat. We waking up smiling at me.
Please to run out of that shit there.
Right here.
Sorry, son.
They'll run on first down. Grant. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Watch the run.
Yes, baby. Okay.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play action. Now Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, getting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's a gain of 35. They keep it with Barkley on first down. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rudolph.
4th down, y'all.
Now he'll let this one go. Deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations.
I caught the pick?
Right, fourth down.
Wow,
where's the ball?
man.
Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on and for intercept.
He's trying to escape. He won't. He's taken down. Ingram taken down to the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Keith, you scream on YouTube, right? Yeah, it's on now. I got you. Put that thing in the chat.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
42.
Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Damn, them boys said they gonna wait on you. Keith, you be balling like that in 2K?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Boys got 30 minutes on Keith.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Steelers on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Back to throw, Rudolph. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rudolph. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They will snap it to Rudolph. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, Lamar got hit. That shit was going to be a touchdown.
30 base. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Oh, why don't y'all show the blitz? How the fuck you make the linebacker step
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Oh, that's how
Rudolph now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's how you...
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.